3 months on Zepbound and zero regrets. Today we discuss side effects, updated measurements, and weight. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Anit and I do everything on this channel from beauty, lifestyle, and faith. And recently I have been sharing my GLP-1 journey. Guys, we are 3 months in. 3 months in, and I could not be more excited about where I am right now, just in terms of my weight, how much energy I'm starting to feel now. Like I do feel like I'm just kind of I feel like I'm regaining my life back. Like everything is just falling into place little by little. Guys, if you have not checked my recent video, it explains why I am here. I am in Georgia in my daughter's house. I just recently uploaded that video. So if you would like, please check it out. I share a few great details about what's been going on in my life and what God has been doing in my life lately. So definitely check that out. But I know what you came for and I am going to deliver, I promise. We are going to discuss side effects, measurement, and weight. And I also like to do the side-by-side pictures at every month. So I had my first month and second month side-by-side for my 8 weeks. And I'm going to do first month, second month, and now third month side-by-side. Unfortunately, I didn't think this through because I like to do it in the same outfit. And when I'm looking through my suitcase, I realized I did not pack the outfit that I wear in the side-by-side pictures. So this is what you got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But maybe next week, actually, I don't know when I'm going back home, but when I get back home, I will do that picture and I'll do more side-by-sides with you. So let's get into side effects. This past week, I did have a lot of food suppression, and I also had a lot of nausea. I just kind of felt crappy this week, not for nothing. I was struggling again with the feeling like I was going to get a cold, not getting a cold, which it's hard to tell. And I spoke about this last week. It's really hard to tell. It is fall in New York. And actually, it's kind of cold here in Georgia. I was not expecting this. Like, I'm in these shorts, but I really want to be in some sweats. Just saying. But it's nippy out here. Like, no, I'm in the South. Can we get some southern weather? Is what I'm saying here. But last week, it's between getting warm certain days and then dropping. So that feeling of catching a cold, it's just like, it's really annoying because I'm like, am I getting a cold or is this because of the shot? And it's really hard to tell. And some people have been commenting in my comment section that it seems like I have perimenopause symptoms. I have to really look into that a little bit deeper because I mean, she might be here. Perry might have just swooped right in and I didn't even notice that she's just, taken over. So we got to look into that. But anyway, guys, all of you who had left your suggestions on how to travel with the GLP-1 shot, you guys delivered. You are awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I loved the case that I traveled with. I'm going to share it. Actually, I might upload the video of where I'm packing and like the madness of coming to Georgia because I share the case there along with some other goodies that I got. But yes, you guys delivered on that suggestion. I appreciate all your comments all the time. You guys have really helped me through this journey and you're helping others with commenting below because people get to see that they are not going crazy, that they are experiencing the same things. So I am really grateful to this community for that. You guys are always just amazing. So please also stay tuned for the community spotlight, which I love to give you guys your shout outs. I love the group of people that has been coming into this channel. Guys, we've gone international. We have gone international. We are like hitting so many different parts of the world, and it's just incredible to see people from all different places here in this channel. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, going back to side effects, I feel like those were the bulk of the side effects, kind of like feeling that groggy feeling of like, am I getting sick? Am I not getting sick? And the nausea and just not feeling like I really wanted to eat, especially the first few days. It was really pushing myself to eat. So what I did was I bought a bunch of the Fairlife protein shakes. Those are my lifesavers. Like when I did not feel like eating, I would grab a shake and I would make sure to finish it all. And we're going to talk a little bit more about protein towards the end of this video because I have some thoughts, and you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy, but I do have some thoughts of this weight loss right now and how I'm feeling about it. All right, so let's get into measurements and let's see how we're doing. You guys, I almost forgot to mention this, but those of you who stuck through the AI catastrophe last week, I love you. Like for sticking through that, because God knows I wouldn't have. I don't know what happened last week that I uploaded my video. It was in the English language. Everything went up fine. And on your side, you were hearing my voice as AI. What was that? I contacted YouTube to see how I could get it fixed. It was just a whole ordeal. And it was a little bit upsetting because I put a lot of effort in putting these videos together for you guys. And it was so disheartening to see that a lot of you were having trouble. I know that a lot of maybe even new people who were coming across my channel just came out of the video because they couldn't stand me speaking in AI. And hello, who can, like, they probably think I'm not even a real person. Talk about, who is this girl talking about weight loss? She ain't even real. Like, what is going on? And I think it was the auto dubbing. I had to remove that. Because like, I hope that this video goes up. And then the kicker was that in order to hear my regular voice, if you guys actually want to go back to that video and had to hear it in AI, this is the tip. This is the tip. And thank you to one of my subscribers. I'm going to thank her later on in the community spotlight. But you had to switch in settings on top of the video, switch the language to Spanish to hear me in English. What's going on, YouTube? What is going on? All right. So thank you for bearing with me through that. Thank you for all of those who actually watched it in AI. Like, you guys are the real MVPs. But if you guys want to go back to last week's video and see it in my natural voice as it is intended to be, because I never want to sound like AI, please just go back into settings and switch it to Spanish. You'll hear me in English and in my natural voice. All right, let's jump into measurements. I will have you know that what I did for this video specifically, I weighed in myself a day early. I weighed myself a day early because I was flying to Georgia and there were several factors. I like to get it on the Renfo scale. So I also screen record that, and I put the screen record as I am weighing myself so that you guys can see the results for yourself. And since I did not bring my scale with me, I wasn't going to travel with a whole scale to Georgia. I decided to do it a day early. I figured one day to the next is not going to make a big difference. Also, I have lymphedema in my left foot, and when I travel, my swelling is insane. So I kind of wanted to get more of a true weight for you guys, and doubt that it would have like differed in one day, like hugely. I know it could dip, it could go either way, but I wanted to do it a little bit more accurately. So let's get into the measurements now. I wanted to let you know. And we're gonna go into the shot. The only reason I am not doing it right now is because I took it out of the refrigerator a little while ago, and I do not want to put that into my stomach while it's cold. All right, so I have a bodysuit on. Again, I don't think these things through. I did not think it through. We're gonna keep the bodysuit on, guys. We're gonna just bear with me. Bear with me. We're going to do the waist, and I'm gonna hit waist, and we are gonna go in for the measurement. I have no mirror guiding me because usually I like to look at my mirror to see. Let it out. So I let it out because I unintentionally kind of suck in my gut all the time. So, okay, we're in centimeters. Is that what we're doing today? Oh no. Can we go back into inches? I don't know why it's jumping into centimeters. This is ridiculous. All right, guys. I was having some technical difficulties because why not? Why wouldn't I? I'm trying to get this going and it's giving it to me. Oh, maybe it's because I hit it on the tape. Duh. Let's see. I am now screen recording. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I hit the button by mistake and I put centimeters and I had to switch it to inches. All right, here we go. So 32.2 inches on my waist. Confirm. We're going to extend this and bring it down to the hips. Bring this up. And we're going to hit hip. And we are going to bring it in. So I got it right. We have 41.33. We are going to do the thigh. We're going to start with the left thigh. I'm going to hit left thigh. Got 22.4. And we're going to come over to the right thigh. Whoops. You've got to be kidding me. You guys are going to laugh. I'm not even going to try to hide it. I'm wearing these pants inside out. I'm not even going to try to hide it. I'll change it in a little bit, but I'm not even going to try. I am all out of sorts today. All right. Let's do the right thigh. Oh, good Lord. Oh, geez. What is going on with me? I'm like looking at these shorts like, these look a little different. Where are we? 21.88 inches. All right. All right, we're going to do the bicep now. I got to wash my hair. My hair is looking crazy right now and greasy. Oh, left. I got 13.34. So guys, if you guys were with me from the very beginning of this journey, you know my arms was a thing. Like we're going to talk about the beginning when how many inches I was in the beginning towards what I am now. And let's do the right. And not for nothing, I mean, yes, my arms are still like on the bigger side. Like I wish they were thinner, but the reality is 13.5. The reality is that I've never really had small arms to begin with. Like the one time that I had super skinny arms, it was like back in 2008. And that's just a story for another time. But naturally, for my size, like how I've always grown up, I never had the super skinny arms. And I'm okay with that. I just want them to be toned and cute. Nice in a tank top. All right, chest. We are 36. Oh, what's going on? 36.77. Save all. And we are done with measurements. All right, guys, so the next segment is the weigh-in. But as I mentioned, I already filmed the weigh-in yesterday. So you'll see that I'm doing it back at home because it was right before I flew out to Georgia. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, guys, since I am not sure if my daughter's scale is going to be accurate, I am going to do it today. It's the day before, and then I'll do it over there with her scale. But I wanted to do this first so that we had something to go off of. All right, so I'm weighing myself now. Let me get on here. All right, 156. I have to remeasure. Okay, let's do it again. You gotta grab it when you step on. All right, 156. So the bloat was real, guys. The bloat was real. I'm down to 156. All right. Is it done? Is it done? Yep. Okay, guys. So let's go into my report. I like to do this with you guys just to kind of look at it. If I'm able to do the side by side, I do it. So I weighed in at 156. And I know a lot of you last week had commented like that I gained because of my period. I was on my period. And I agree. Like I knew that that probably was a possibility that I was bloated. And I also didn't mind. I didn't really care that I kind of gained the 1.4 pounds. But I am now down to 156. And let's look at the report real quick. So I'll go down this list and just kind of give you an overall view. 156 pounds. My BMI is 28.7. So that's dropped, guys. The body fat percentage is 38.4. Muscle percentage is 57.5. Muscle mass 89.8. Skeletal muscle 33.9. I don't really kind of pay attention to all of that. Just going to go through here. Protein percentage is 12.3. Protein mass 19.2 pounds. Body water percentage was at 45% yesterday, 45.1. Body water mass 70.4 pounds. And I'll just scroll here a little bit so that you can just see the report. Okay, guys, so let's get into the weight loss from last week into this week first, and then we're going to go over overall. Like we're just going to discuss from last week to this week, and then we're going to talk about my entire journey, the measurements, the weight, and all of the good things. I might have to break up this video a little bit, so I might not get it done in all one sitting, but you will still be seeing it on Friday. That I promise you. So last week I was weighing in at 159.2. And we knew that I had jumped up because the week before that, I was weighing in at 157.8. So last week I was on my period. I jumped up to 159.2. And now I am down to 156 pounds. So from last week to this week, it looks like I dropped 3.2 pounds. But in all reality, we all understand that I was on my period and I was just carrying a lot of water weight. I was very bloated. I even felt bloated. So that was an entire thing. We know that that could happen when you're on your time of the month. Now, measurements I will be putting up here so you can see the side-by-side from last week to this week, and we will discuss everything all together in just a bit. All right, we are ready for this shot. So last week, I've been putting it here in the fluffy fluff. Last week I did the right side here. Honestly, I'm just gonna probably go for the same side because, okay, no, we're gonna go with the left side just to alternate. But the week before last, when I did it on this side, it tends to sting a little more than the right side. I said maybe my right side is a little bit less sensitive. I don't know. But just to give it a shot, no pun intended, just to give it a try, I'm going to do it on my left side away from my belly button, which a lot of you had told me that I was doing it too close to the belly button. So last week I did it away from the belly button and it didn't hurt. Not that it hurts, but it didn't sting as much. So we're just going to do this side. This should have come down to room temperature by now. And we're going to do right here. So belly button's here. Gonna go in for the fluffy fluff, guys. Yep. You got to get it in the fluff. Every single time you got to get it in the fluff. This was perfect. And away from the belly button. So those are really good tips. Away from the belly button. And if you have some fluff, stick it in there. Barely felt anything. And we are done. All right, so now let's discuss overall. If you guys have been with me, I started this journey on July 31st, 2025. So we are at the 3-month mark. Super excited. Now, from July 31st, my starting weight was 177.8 pounds, nearly 180. And I am happy to report that I am 156 pounds. Guys, I have lost in 3 months 21.8 pounds. Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. All right, 21.8 pounds. Are you happy dancing with me? I need y'all all to happy dance with me. Happy dance. Okay, 21.8 pounds, guys. I am actually weighing less than I did when I actually was working out. Feelings about that. So, because I was going to wait till the end to discuss the feelings about that. Feelings about that. When I was working out and I was about 156, 157, I can totally see the difference, right? I am 156 pounds now, and I still feel like I have more to lose. But when I was at 156 before, I looked a lot more toned. My stomach was flatter. My arms were a little bit more toned. The bottom was a little bit perkier and it was a decent size. How I'm feeling about that is I really need to work out. I'm a little bit upset with myself, although I am giving myself a little bit of grace because the last 2 weeks have been a complete whirlwind. Like when I tell you I did not expect life to take this kind of a turn immediately, but that's the way God works. So all glory goes to him. But I just did not expect life to take this quick turn. And it just threw me off. So I have to get into a routine. Again, if you did not see that video and what I'm talking about, go check it out. It's the one previous to this. I released it earlier this week. But how do I feel? Okay. So I was wearing these pants this week and the same pants that I just bought not even 2 weeks ago are fitting loose. Good and bad. And the bad part is because I felt it so loose around my bottom area and my thighs. I was just like, ugh, like I'm used to being able to wear my clothes. And even though I'm losing, I still look decent up here and I'm still keeping my curves. I haven't made this a secret. Like I like my curves. I don't want them to go anywhere. At the beginning of the journey where my bottom was like at least 44 inches, that was a little too much for me. I didn't mind coming down in that. But if I can stay about from 44 to 42 inches, I'd be happy with that because I feel like that is the proportion of my body. But now because I'm on this shot, I'm losing everything. That part I don't like. I even considered, I'm like, oh my gosh, should I stop taking the shot? And the truth is, I don't want to stop taking the shot because there are some places that I still want to work on. But now I'm just like, okay, different approach. I need a pivot and I need more protein. So I've been trying to focus a lot on protein intake just in this week alone. And I'm going to have to do at least like, if I can't get in a whole workout, 10-minute like booty building workouts. Yes, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Booty building. We need to something in here because we can't have it. We can't have it. Like, let's love our curves, ladies, and let's embrace them. So that is my thought on that. I have to figure out what that routine is going to look like. So I also thought to myself that I need to build out a meal plan that I can sustain myself with to guarantee that protein intake for what I need to do. So that is that. So from inches, from July 31st to October 21st, I have lost 12.68 inches total. So that is including 4.3 inches off my waist, 2.6 off my left arm, 2.5 off my right arm, and over 1.6 inches from my thigh. So the chest has remained the same in terms of this right here. And I think that I've been doing it wrong. And I told you that I've been doing it wrong. Once I started to see the Renfo tape and where the measurement should be, it should be across this way where the boobage area is. Because I have to say, I have seen a difference in this area in my bra. So even though like this hasn't really fluctuated, I've seen it in my bra. So that's telling me that I was not measuring correctly. So I think that starting next week, I will start measuring this way to see how that changes, if anything. So instead of going up here, I will be doing it right across here. But I have noticed the difference in my bra because you start getting that little gap. So I've had to adjust my straps just to get it fitting the way it should fit. All right. Let's do the side-by-side pictures. I love doing this part because I get to see how I've been progressing from month 1, 2, and now 3. For my last video that I did, the 2-month mark, if you guys haven't checked that out, feel free to. I was completely like jaw on the floor, couldn't believe the change from 1 month to the next on how I looked. And I couldn't just believe those results, just seeing the pictures, right? I always say the pictures speak for themselves. My son, it was so funny because when we were going through this whole AI thing, I'm like, Julian, check your video. I'm telling my godson, check your video. See if you guys hear the AI. They're playing it. They hear the AI. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, why is YouTube trying to sabotage me? Very dramatic. And then I was like, all right, guys, like, I'm going to try something. Check it again. My son's looking at the picture and he was just like, Mommy, did you like Photoshop the picture? Like the first picture? And I'm like, no, Julian, why would I do that? That's completely defeats the point of why I'm doing these videos. And that would be so misleading. Why would I do that? And he was just like, wow, because he could see the difference from when I started. And he was just like, but I never saw you like that. And I'm like, yeah, because I dress for my body. Like I wear the high-waisted things. I try to hide it as much as possible. And I guess when you're in someone's life every single day, you don't see that they are the way they are until you kind of like put the differences like side by side. So with that being said, here is my side by side. Again, I apologize. I don't have the same outfit. I failed there. I failed miserably there. But you get to see me in my pink pants. In my pink pants. All right. So check that out. And now we're going to also jump into the community spotlight, which is my favorite part of this video, is shining a light on all of you. We're going to kick off the community spotlight by thanking each and every one of you who dropped a comment regarding the traveling. Again, you guys are the real MVPs, giving all your suggestions on how to travel with this shot. Because honestly, it never occurred to me to go on Amazon, which has everything, to look for a case for it. And I never thought about all the people who travel, and are diabetic and need to travel with their shots. I want to give you guys personal shout outs. So Sway's Journey, Frankly Michelle, Lady is my real name. It says J Latter. I'm sorry if I butchered that, girl. So sorry. But NYC Specialist, Carla, I don't know how to spell that last name, but she also came through with some Stanley Cup advice, like putting the shots in the Stanley Cup for your travel. Also genius. Sarah Spalding, Anita Crosby, thank you so much for your brilliant advice always. Like she has really good tips. You guys got to go check her out in the comments because she gives really good tips. If I missed anyone, I apologize, but you guys, you rocked. you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for helping me with that. And if you want, I'm actually going to do it, like I said earlier, the travel log showing you leaving from my house, which was super chaotic, to getting to Georgia. And I think I'm going to do my Georgia trip entirely just separate from that. But if you're interested in that, just drop it in the comments. Oh, also a very big shout out to Autumn Fairy. You also are the real MVP. She was the one who highlighted the AI voice, but not only did she highlight it, she gave a fix for it. So girl, thank you so much. I pinned her comment because I'm sure it helped so many other people who were going through the frustration of hearing me sound like a robot. What was that? Sorry, still have not gotten over it. I have not. But thank you, Autumn Fairy, for your very helpful comment that helped so many other users listen to me in Spanish, but in English. Again, what was that? Congratulations to Anita Crosby, who was at a starting weight of 193 pounds, and her current weight is now 157. Her original goal weight was 150, but now she wants to push it down to like 140 to give room for the holidays. And I feel you on that, girl. I really do. But congratulations. I am just so amazed at how you're doing, your results. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. I also want to answer something for Coach Franny Williams. She asked if I have ever tried changing the day of my shot, and I have not. But if anyone else in the comments has changed the date of their shot, like mine is on Thursdays, I've always done it on Thursdays. If anyone else has changed their day from what they always did, please drop it in the comments because I'm sure that would be helpful to anyone else in the community. Let's give a shout out and congrats to Kaylena, who was coming up on week 6 on 5 milligrams and is down 11 pounds. She also asked whether anyone has noticed that if they are weight training, an increased appetite when weight training and working out. I could see that happening because I don't know, but before when I used to work out, I was always super hungry afterwards. So you might be onto something there. But again, if anyone else has experienced it, please drop it in the comments. Sherry O'Neill has been losing 0.9 pounds per week. And all I have to say is, girl, just keep pushing through. Don't worry about the amount of weight. At least you are losing. And thank you for actually sharing how much I've averaged out through all these weeks. She did point out that she was like, you should average out your weight loss throughout the weeks. And she calculated, I think it was like 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is about accurate. So thank you so much for doing that. But girl, you are doing great. Everyone here is doing great. You guys keep on doing the journey. Whether you see yourself lose, whether you see yourself win, just keep pushing through because you're going to see the results. Just stay consistent. I applaud all of you because this is not easy by any means. This roller coaster of emotions, the roller coaster of side effects, like we are still here doing it and you will reach your goal in no time. Shout out to Andrea Browning. She's on her 6th shot and 11.2 pounds down on 2.5 milligrams. So congratulations, that is great. Laura Lily watching from Ghana. I got people watching from Ghana, watching from South Africa, watching from the UK. Love you guys all. Thank you so much for being here on this channel and for joining us. And Lady is my real name. I want to celebrate you as well for being on your week 6, 12 pounds down. Congratulations to you, Lady. You are doing absolutely wonderful. Shout out to my Latinas here from all parts of the world. So you guys, thank you so much for being here as well. My fellow United States people, like I appreciate you all. Like you guys are super, super incredible. So thank you so much for being here. Guys, I can't express how grateful I am for each and every one of you. It's why I do the community shout outs. And again, I apologize if I did not get to each and every one of you, but continue to drop the comments. I want to continue celebrating you guys, celebrating your wins, and highlighting how amazing each and every one of you are. And if you didn't know this, guys, I want you to know how special you are, not just to me, but to God. So if you don't think that you are worthy of his love, you are loved, you are special. So I just wanted to throw that in there. And if you haven't heard it today, I hope and I pray that God will bless you in new and amazing ways each and every single day. Take care, guys.